Annie, if you could please call the roll.
Mayor Pollan.
Here.
Vice Mayor Satula.
Here.
Councilman Smith.
Here.
And Town Manager Hicks will not be here this evening.
All right. First order of business, go Nats. First order of official business, approval of the minutes.
Mr. Mayor, I move we accept the minutes as presented.
May I second it?
All right. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the minutes for the September 3rd town meeting and September 25th work session minutes are approved. All right. On to reports of officers, boards, and committees. First, the permits report.
Building, use, and occupancy sign permits issued during the month of September 2019. Building permits, September 10th, Sustainable Energy for Sylvia Weber, 4 Rivers Edge Terrace for solar panels. September 10th, Murr Management for John Blandford, 4105 Gibby Place, single-family dwelling renovation and deck. September 10th, Rosalind Brown, 7 Meadowside Court for a deck. September 13th, Heath Design Group for PNC Bank, 1 North Prospect Avenue, walk-up ATM machine. September 30th, Starvos Middleton, 12 Riverwatch Lane for a shed. 1 use and occupancy permit, September 10th, Hampstead Charles Landing Partnership, 26 Jameson Court, fire restoration. No temporary use and occupancy permits, no demolition permits, no grading permits, no sign permits, and no temporary sign permits.
Thank you very much, Annie. All right. On to our finance report. Ginger.
September beginning cash balance, $643,735.08. Total revenues, $77,996.32. Total expenditures, $227,422.60, with an ending cash balance of $494,308.80. Total investments, $782,709.98. Any questions?
Town manager, code enforcement, and planning commission reports.
Okay, there will be no planning commission report because it was canceled for September because the zoning administrator was not in town, so we decided to wait. Okay, town manager's report. Boardwalk, the maintenance agreements were executed. Maryland Board of Utilities and MDE approval was granted. Final wetlands package sent to the Army Corps of Engineers, and Arrow is addressing the Corps of Engineers comments. Restrooms on the Village Green. Specifications and cost opinion was forwarded to SHA for review. Charles County Soil Conservation approval was obtained. Town of Indian Head building and grading permit applied for and approved. Addressing SHA's comments, and construction is to begin soon. The town is looking to update the current building codes, zoning code, and comp plan. The draft zoning code has been sent to critical area for review. Building codes are being placed in ordinance form for council review, and the Planning Commission is addressing the comprehensive plan. The town is also developing its annual MS4 report. A flood study was done in the Knott's and Teets neighborhoods. Field work was completed, and recommendation from the engineering firm is in hand. An addendum to the flood study has been received, and there are grants that have been applied for to fund that project. The town will resume cleaning septic tanks and lift stations this month. Paving repairs all over town will take place this month. The leaf vacuum will start on Wednesday, November 6th. The town has begun the process of doing some energy efficiency improvements in partnership with SMECO. The first one is completed, and that is a complete lighting retrofit here at the pavilion. Feral cats. Just for everybody's information, the Humane Society has a grant-funded program called the TNR program. They will capture, fix, treat, and ear-tip the feral cats. And the great thing about the program is that the Humane Society, they do all the work involved with it. Let's see. Code enforcement report for September. The code enforcement officer completed 41 rental inspections. He cited 58 code violations, 28 fines, and 12 citations, and he closed out 26 violations. And that is it.
Thank you very much. Moving on, Parks and Rec and Environmental Sustainability Committee reports.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, this month is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and I want to thank all the cybersecurity professionals who protect and defend us on a daily basis. But they can only do so much. So I'm going to give you a few things that will not happen. You will not get have a prince that you need to send money to. right? You should never send someone who is a prince and somewhere they can't get access to their money. Do not send them money. Publishers Clearinghouse will not call you and say you have to send them money to get access to a vehicle or of any sort thing like that. The IRS will not call you. Social Security, these people do not call you requesting money. So please, if you have family members that may be susceptible, some of our more vulnerable, trusting individuals, you need to put mechanisms in place so they don't lose their money. I know of a gentleman who, he's an elderly gentleman he transferred $1,500 Western Union because Publishers Clearinghouse called him, and then they wanted more money. Luckily, his kids caught on and they stopped it. But this is a new age. Many people do this for a living. Their job is to take your money. So do not, if it sounds too good to be true, right? It is too good to be true. On the back table, there is a cybersecurity awareness pamphlet. I always advocate this time of year, well, multiple times a year, you want to change passwords. They should not be the same password. If you have to put your password under your keyboard, it's probably too easy or too difficult to remember. A lot of time, fraudulent activity also occurs from within. Family members have been known to fleece other family members. So secure, don't be overly trusting is what I'm saying. Because in a matter of clicks or a matter of minutes on a phone call, you can get wiped out. On the 18th of October, we're going to have the 19th of October, Saturday, October 18th, we're going to have a watershed cleanup at Mattingly Park. It's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's where we go along Mattingly and clean up and along the Mattawoman Creek. So if anyone is interested in keeping the creek clean, please come on down. And that's all I have.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to the Bureau of Fire Prevention report.
Good evening, Mayor, Town Council, citizens. For the month of September, we had 24 fire responses. 13 were within the town limits or our first due response area, and 11 were mutual aid to surrounding areas in Charles County and other areas. The EMS division had 29 emergency medical calls, and we completed a total of 157 hours through departmental drills, formal education through the University of Maryland Fire Rescue Institute, that type of stuff. This month is also Fire Prevention Month. I'm sure everybody's heard it, seen it. If not, I'm here to let you know it is. Okay? Again, Fire Prevention Month, it's something that we pick a message. This year's message is plan and practice an escape route. I'm just curious, don't have to tell me, but something to think about. How many of you have an escape plan from your house? We know that there's been a few fires in Charles County here lately. One close to home the other day, a couple in Waldorf. And just a question to think about. Do you know how to get out at 2 o'clock in the morning? Could you get out? Something to think about. I have some information for Fire Prevention Week back there on the table. It's free. Help yourself. I'll be back there at the end of the meeting. If you've got anything, you want to stop by, talk about anything, smoke detectors, anything like that. Almost forgot. 14 smoke detectors installed last month. So everybody in the town of Indian Head should probably have a 10-year smoke detector by now. Awesome. If not, let us know, and we'll get to you, and we'll put them in for free. I can't hand them out. That is the new policy. We have to make a time with you to come put them up at your convenience. I can't just hand them out and let you put them up anymore. Now, you can go buy them yourself and put them up. That's fine, but like I said, we'll do it for free. We just set up a time and a date and come by at your convenience. And tying into Fire Prevention Week, our annual open house is this Saturday, October 12th. From 11 to 3. I know there's a lot of Little League sports and that type stuff going on, but if you get a chance, stop by. We got a lot of interesting information regarding fire safety. We've got a little trailer that teaches the importance of smoke detectors and closing doors and sprinkler systems. Everybody seems to think they're a bad thing. They're really not. And there's a lot more information there. So if you get a chance, stop on by 11 to 3 on Saturday the 12th. And one last thing, I haven't had a chance, been a little busy, but I'm working with the elementary school for the annual fire prevention stuff we do with them, just trying to pick some dates, hoping to get something set up next week or maybe the week after.
Great.
Barring any questions, that's all I've got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, community affairs. Karen?
Good evening, everybody. This past Saturday, we had, with the United Way, they sponsored their first Community Connections pop-up at the Senior Center. And for our first time, it was pretty well attended. The next one is scheduled for Saturday, December the 7th, and it will include free dental services. And as soon as Miss Elizabeth from United Way gets me the flyer, I'll make sure we get it out everywhere. CAC meeting is tomorrow night here in the pavilion at 7 o'clock. We'll be prepping for the breast cancer walk and also mainly focusing on Halloween trunk to trunk and our 2020 calendar of events. The 14th annual Breast Cancer Awareness Fitness Walk is set for Saturday, October 12th, 8:30 to 1 p.m. It's here at the Village Green Pavilion and on the trail. And it's still not too late. You can show up that day and register if you'd like to, or you can contact the Senior Center at 301-743-2125 or drop in, and they'll be happy to register you for that. And of course, we'll be doing community activities. We'll be doing the lunch, as we always do. On Friday, October 25th, here in the pavilion, the doors open at 5 and the auction starts at 6 p.m. is the quarter throwdown auction, and it is sponsored by the Charles County Public Schools, and it benefits Indian Head Elementary, Gale Bailey, J.C. Parks, and Mount Hope Nanjamoy, and General Smallwood Middle School. Then on Saturday, United Way of Charles County will host a Pumpkins on the Potomac Fall Fest here in the pavilion from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be all outside. Their partnering agencies will be there with activities. We're going to have a pumpkin patch, hay rides, a really cool maze, pony rides, a petting zoo, games, inflatables, baked goods, food and drink vendors, live music, and lots of fun stuff. Most of it is free, but there is some nominal charges for tickets for some of the things. But you can go to the United Way of Charles County's website, and it gives you more details. Then moving right along, our trunk-to-trunk trick-or-treating is set for Thursday, October 31st from 6 to 8 here on the backside of the Village Green. It's for children 12 years and younger with an adult. The first 100 kids in line, 1 to 12 years old, will receive a free trick-or-treat bag and glow necklace. We will be selling hot dogs, chips, and fruit snack, beverage, meal bag, and inside dining and restrooms will be available. We are looking for residents, businesses, churches, and organizations to come up on the Village Green and be trunk-to-trunk participants. And if you bring your trunk full of candy, and you can enjoy dinner on the town as a thank you for participating. And we will line up between 5 and 5:45, and trick-or-treating starts promptly at 6. We hope to see many more of our churches, organizations, nonprofits join us. And of course, we hope our town officials will be there as well with their trunks full of candy. And then if that's not enough for everybody to do, on Saturday, November 2nd is our 4th annual Christmas Craft Fair. That's co-sponsored between the community activities for the town and the Indian Head Volunteer Fire Department and Rescue Squad Auxiliary. It's from 9 to 2 here in the Village Green Pavilion. It's featuring local talented crafters with their homemade and handcrafted items for sale. They'll have a bake sale, 50/50 raffle, door prizes, and of course the famous dip luncheon. And then we have on Thursday, November 7th, Veterans Day ceremony and lunch at 11 a.m. here in the pavilion. St. James Last Community Spaghetti Dinner, which is a no-charge event open to the public at the church. The last one is on Monday, December 2nd from 5 to 6:30. And back on the back table, I put some more of the preparedness kits that were suggestions that were published in the Maryland Municipal League magazine, excuse me, over the summer. And then I also have everything I just talked about is on the back counter. Kris Kringle Christmas Market, if you haven't been at the Charles County Fairgrounds, is December 13th, 14th, and 15th. And of course, the Charles County Recreation Parks and Tourism Guide is out, and it's online, and it's also back there. And last but not least, save the date for the town's 100th celebration. Is going to be on Saturday, September 26, 2020, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It will include a parade, lots of activities, and lots of fun memorabilia and whatnot. And anyone who's interested in serving on the event committee, please email me to be included. And that's it for right now. Any questions or anything? Yes, sir. The pop-up is for anyone in the Charles County area, but it was brought over here to focus on or the convenience of the town of Indian Head residents or the residents of the western side. So this past Saturday, they had job opportunities, diabetic testing supplies, food distribution from 2 churches with mass quantities of food giveaways, and mental health resources. And Dr. Cook was here, so it was like an Ask the Doctor thing in the back room where you could go, ask anything privately, talk to a doctor, about anything. And it was free, and it was for anyone that wanted to come. And the next one is Saturday, December 7th at the Senior Community Center. And I know Elizabeth said that she had dental appointments and dental services and a variety of other things that they're going to offer for this one. We advertised it on our website, Facebook, and we had it on the sign, and the United Way had it on their information. I think they did talk after this one because it was attended, but it wasn't a mass quantity of people but it was good for a first time. They're going to do a little bit more outreach to get the word out. So it primarily was the United Way's, responsibility to get that out, and we assisted, but they're going to do more outreach, in the papers and whatnot. Absolutely not. It's for anyone who needs anything. They don't ask for your they don't ask you personal information. They do ask you for your name and your address and your phone number, just so they can do, like a list and, a mailing list. But no, it's not salary based. It's not, no one would be turned away is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Anyone else? Thank you.
Community policing report. Officer Curtis. Oh, I got it.
Curtis Sheriff's Office, assigned to the western side of the county. Just a few things to go over tonight. School bus. Kids are back in school. Just be careful with when the school buses stop with the signs, when stop signs out. Okay, it's a $570, $580 fine. Kids walk across the street all the time. As if anyone remembers last year, you had a kid get hit walking across the street. Drivers are distracted by cell phones, music, just not paying attention. So just be careful with that. If the road's not divided by a barrier, by a concrete medium barrier, both sides have to stop. Okay, can't just do it one way. Parking. If there's anyone, if there's a obviously yellow, red curb, don't park there. very easily with the vehicles getting towed, and people are getting angry because they thought that everything was okay, and it's not. Abandoned vehicles, make sure everything is good with your car. Your tags are good, tires are inflated, not deflated, and then you won't get the nice little pretty orange sticker on the back of the window. What else we got? Crosswalks. Remember, pedestrians have the right of way. Don't be that person that hits somebody going across the street because you think that you have the right of way. It's not worth it. Not worth it for you. Not worth it for the person that you may or may not hit. That's something else that is something that we're dealing with in Waldorf right now. Someone got hit. What else we have? Thefts. A lot of thefts have been happening with theft from motor vehicles, theft from homes, because people don't lock their cars, people don't lock their houses. They think that they're in a good area. I'm not saying you're not in a good area, but it only takes that one time where somebody knows that your property isn't locked, and they'll go in and they'll steal whatever they want to steal. So just make sure that we have that, or that you lock all your property. You guys worked hard for it. Make sure it's locked. Crime Watch. Crime Watch is doing, for anybody who has the like surveillance cameras on their house, that are willing to. We're trying to get this program started. Pretty much, if you say something or see something, say something. If something happens in your neighborhood, something happens in your community, and you're willing to let the sheriff's office, if something happened where your camera caught it, right? We're asking for help. Let us look at your cameras. Let us look and see if we can try and catch whoever the criminal is. We had a few robberies. Just be careful. Be careful of where it's. Again, you may live in a good area, but it only takes the one time. You're walking down a street with no lights, no street lights, or you think that you may know an area that's a good area. Just be careful. Be careful, of your surroundings. Just know what's going on. Know who's around you. Always have your cell phone on you in case you have to call police or a friend or whoever. And I think that's it. That's all I got. Any questions?
Robberies and the thefts happening on both sides of 210?
Yes. Yep. It's actually coming from